So I'd like to introduce Roselle Quinones.
Thanks, Carolyn. As Carolyn mentioned, my name is Roselle, and I am here as the coordinator with Port Moody Police Victim Services, and I also sit on the board of directors for Police Victim Services of BC. Just a little bit about myself. I started in this industry as a volunteer, and I volunteered with the Surrey RCMP Victim Services Unit. I then went on to work 12 years as a caseworker with New Westminster Police Victim Services, and I'm now currently in Port Moody, and I've been there for the last 3 years. So that all totaled up, I started when I was 2. And I'm here just to tell you a little bit about what we do as Police Victim Services and our role in this process. As Carolyn mentioned, there are 92 police victim service units that are out there. The various different programs that are out there can comprise of volunteers as well as paid staff. So sometimes we are called out to provide crisis intervention at the time of the incident, as well as providing follow-up care. We're there to provide information, resources, and support in regard to the criminal justice system, to community resources, as well as practical assistance as well. And we provide this support to those who've been impacted by crime or trauma. So we can be called out for any kind of criminal code offense, whether it be a break and enter at home, to domestic violence, to homicide. As well, we can be called out to provide support to those family members who've experienced a sudden death that's occurred at home, or experienced a sudden death due to a fatal motor vehicle accident. So in a nutshell, that's what we do. We also have, in terms of our volunteers, we do provide training to our volunteers so that they're able to provide the support and information in a very caring and compassionate way. I can certainly say that the volunteers who are represented by my program, as well as those programs that are out there who utilize volunteers, essentially these are people who don't necessarily have a background in criminal justice. These are people who, at the end of the day, just care. And they want to come out and they want to support individuals who may be at their worst time, to be able to just offer that practical assistance and that support. So again, our role in this process is that at the time of the incident, we may be called out to provide that emotional support. We'll then act as a liaison between family and our investigating members. We also are there to provide information should the file get to the point where it goes to court. We're there to provide information with respect to the criminal justice process, arrange meetings and liaisons with Crown Counsel. We're also there to provide court support and court orientation. Again, if the file matter reaches the point where it goes to court. So we then, over the last few months and years, we've begun to develop relationships with sort of the aftercare piece, which is in terms of corrections, as well as the parole board, and making sure that families are linked with those resources so that after the court piece may have ended, if you will, there's still that after piece and information is still coming to family members at that time. So in a very sort of short and hopefully succinct way, I hope that I've shared with you some information about how we as Police Victim Services can be of assistance to you during the time of crisis, as well as during the process where you may engage with the criminal justice system through the courts. Thank you.